Ayahuasca is an interesting word in and of itself, separated into two terms, aya and huasca. In Quechua, aya means soul, spirit, or corpse. Huasca meaning vine or rope. Ayahuasca is a tea made from two plants native to the Amazon, Banisteriopsis caapi and Psychotria viridis, which contains psychoactive chemicals. The first called harmala alkaloids and the second dimethyltryptamine, otherwise known as DMT, which is activated when the pineal gland is stimulated, especially when meditating. This is one of the areas for psychosis and having out-of-body experiences. This is the chemical that's released naturally in our brains, and it's found in a plant. Now, ayahuasca is separated into two meanings, aya and huasca, like I said before, but they also have two different ingredients, which is also interesting. Which is the soul? Which is the spirit and corpse? Which is the vine or the rope? What's connecting us or tethering us or setting us free? It's just very interesting jargon to look at. So this psychoactive tea creates a psychosis in our bodies and releases different types of visions, or, allowing us to see and think differently and interact with plants differently, shaping one's concepts differently toward animals and the earth itself. People of various backgrounds nowadays look into ayahuasca for multiple intentions, like curing depression and other mental illnesses by going into a psychosis from this plant, which is a form of biocommunicability. Our bodies are using these chemicals to communicate and go on a higher frequency with the plants. We don't quite understand why they're at a higher frequency and why we communicate with words, or why they communicate with us within the realm of using chemical receptors in our bodies. But it's very important to note that other indigenous cultures and Western cultures have two totally different views of this plant. Westerners look at it to help them find meaning or purpose, or solve a mental illness or disorder. The indigenous people in the articles I was reading reference ayahuasca being a part of educating oneself. They say, we drink to learn about ourselves and the world. And ayahuasca is said to facilitate the knowledge of other species as well as everything on this earth. Humans, while undergoing this cross-species movement, become open to the experiences that they have to learn about themselves. And sometimes during this psychosis, this communication between the plant, you become a tree, a fox, some type of animal, a beam of light, whatever someone is missing or has forgotten during this time on their earth. And it only makes sense that plants have this untapped knowledge because they are, in fact, rooted to Mother Earth and have seen so much more than we could have ever imagined in our lifetimes. We must ask her for guidance. Ayahuasca plays a pivotal role in communicating this lost form of knowledge about the plant world itself. Phytocommunicability is another way they communicate their knowledge through our consciousness, making us see things on a higher plane. The way of Western thinking is so rooted in progression and destroying the environment. People don't really look inward anymore and try to understand how the natural world works and that we actually have to work with it. Plants provide us with carbon that are essential for our lungs that we need to live, so we have to start taking care of Mother Earth.